Hey guys, this is Stephanie Farron, the Technology Facilitator at Butler High School, and this quick Tech Talk tutorial is how to end your year with Canvas. In this video, we are going to be talking about how to import and export Canvas content. Why import and export? Well, a couple of reasons. One, perhaps you'd like an additional backup file of your Canvas content in case something were to happen. But a reminder that this content can only be opened and accessed in Canvas. So if you want to view your files once you've exported it, you'll either need to create a new Sandbox course or upload your content back into a Canvas course. Canvas also has a free public-facing version that you can upload to as well. If you're considering leaving the district and you want a copy of your work, or you want to share your work with or specific content with individuals or specific teachers that might be in the school system or might not be. So those are really good reasons to import and export your course content. Remember, there are also other ways to share, such as Commons, and there'll be another video to do that. So let's talk about how to import and export files. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to log into your Canvas and select the course that you want to pull your materials from or export from. Once you're in your course, you'll want to scroll down on the left-hand menu to the very last one, which is Settings. Once you're in Settings, you're going to look on the right-hand menu and come down and find Export Course Content. You have two options for export type. You can export the entire course, or you can export quizzes. Just because you export the entire course does not mean you import the entire course, just so you know. So select the type you want and create export. It will take a minute and it'll be complete once the blue line goes across. If you'll notice on my video, I've already done it once. You can see that I exported right before I recorded, so we didn't have to wait. And it has a blue hyperlink right above it. So to download my course content, I would simply need to click that. Remember, in CMS, you're going to need to download your export on a personal device or a CMS laptop where there are no file restrictions on how much you can download. So when I click that, my file will download. I've been doing that for a while. If you notice, the file downloads down here are IMSCC files. You can't click and open them. They are going to take a few minutes to download because obviously your course content is fairly large. So once you've done that, you can then take this file and put it on a flash drive. You can put it in Google Drive. You can email it to people as long as you're not in the CMS email server because again, there's a limit on the file size. So that is your file. You can put it on a flash drive. Now let's talk about importing a course file. You're going to do the same thing in reverse. You're going to want to go to the course that you want to import the file into, and then again go to the settings menu on the left hand side, and then on the following right hand side, instead of export, we're going to do import. So when we do import course content, we're going to have a couple of things to choose from. The first thing is content type. We're going to come down and choose a Canvas export package because that's what we have, an export package. We're going to find the source. So if you put it on a flash drive, that's what you'll navigate to. In this case, mine are going to be sitting in my downloads because I just downloaded them. Once I do that, I have an important choice. I can select specific content or all content. This is where you can share just your quizzes or just your content. Another one under options that's going to be very important is adjusting due dates. If we're doing this for the next school year, we want to adjust our due dates and remove all our dates. Otherwise, PowerSchool and Canvas are going to try to assume that these classes and this assignment has already closed because our due date was from the previous year. So a good rule of thumb is when we import, just go ahead and remove all the dates. When I go back to my assignment, I can change the date to the new date I want, and then click import. If I selected specific course content, then this blue button on the far right of my current jobs will say select the content before it will upload. When I click select content, it will give me a framework table of contents of the content that is in my export package. For each one of these that I have information, it will tell me by a number what I have. So I have 4 modules here. If I click the arrow, I can select the module I want to upload, or I can select all, like all the quizzes. So I simply need to go through and select the exact one or items that I want to upload. When I finish, I'll come down the very bottom and hit select, and those things will run. It will say when it's done, I'm not actually going to do it on mine, that the upload or the import has been completed, like these previous ones below. And then when I go back into my course to my specific items, then you'll see them there. You can adjust the due dates, you can edit them. So that's import and export in a nutshell. It's a great tool, like I said, just to have an additional backup. I like doing this just because I see everyone's course, so when it comes to me trying to select a course, there's a lot of material for me to choose from, and it's too much unless I import and export. But for most of you, you'll have your own courses right there, so you won't need to necessarily do an import and export unless you want a personal copy, you want to take it somewhere else, or you want to share it with someone in a different way.